Hey everybody and welcome to the bullshit party. And in this one, we're gonna be... Oh... You know what? Let's try that again. I don't want to start with a broken car. Hey everybody, welcome to the bullshit party, blah blah blah. And in this one, we're gonna be... And of course I hit it again. But I'm not gonna be resetting for a third time, so this will have to do. Do what? I hear you asking, viewer? Well, I'm glad you asked. In this one, we're gonna be doing a challenge to see how good the Ocelot XA-21 really is. And since this vehicle is in the superclass category, the challenge needs to fit that. But unlike the challenge we did for last week's podium car, which was the Tygon, where we made a lap around the map trying to beat a 10-minute timer, for this all-wheel supercar, we're gonna do something different. And the challenge once again is gonna have a 10-minute timer. So what we're gonna be doing is going to all 3 airports in the map in this sequence. Of course, this is gonna be our starting point, the Los Santos airport. We're gonna be doing a lap around the map here, and as soon as we finish the lap, we're gonna go to downtown Los Santos, follow the GPS that should take us around the shore on the highway to the next airport. When we reach the military base, we need to do a lap, set the waypoint for the 3rd airport, and then go. And of course the timer is gonna be paused for the time it takes me to set the waypoint. And this is roughly the route that I'll be taking, and this is the final airport. We need to complete a lap there as well, and finish under 10 minutes for the challenge to be successful. And as I'm battling with the clunky GPS that GTA has to offer, I believe you received a text message telling you something. And with the right route chosen, it's time to make sure we have a map. I don't want to get lost after all, and this is a one-time deal. So regardless of the weather conditions or my driving, if I don't make it in 10 minutes, the challenge is a failure. So let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is complete an entire lap around the Los Santos airport. And that's probably easier said than done because this is the largest airport in the game. The runway is in this weird L shape, so it's gonna take a while to complete a full lap. And let's not forget, I'm not a very good driver. But what I lack in skills, I definitely make up for in enthusiasm, and that's what counts, isn't it? And I'm still debating on what format these videos should take, so for this one, I'm gonna be, well, shutting up for some of it. I'm only gonna be commenting on key events and when something happens. Like for example, right now it's looking like it's gonna rain, which I'm sure is gonna have absolutely no impact on the performance of the car, or my aforementioned horrible driving. If you have a challenge for a particular type of car or a class of car, make sure you leave it in the comment section down below. This is the finish line, so it's one lap done. So now we need to leave the airport and follow the GPS to the next one. And hopefully don't totally destroy the car in the meantime. Something I want to mention here is that I haven't driven this vehicle a lot, so that's why sometimes it just slips away from me. The grip is very weird, almost too good sometimes, and you probably need more than the 2 hours that I spent with it to get used to it. But other than that, regardless if we're able to complete the challenge or not, this vehicle is excellent in my book. And here on the freeway, the 4-wheel drive system the car has definitely makes it easy to zig and zag around cars. And as expected, of course, it started to rain, which is gonna add another layer to the challenge. But as I said in the beginning, this is a one-time deal, regardless of weather conditions, driving conditions, or my joystick running out of battery. And here we are at the second airport, 5 minutes in. It's looking tight so far, but let's see how this continues. I'm sure that the rain is gonna make this extra challenging, but I'm confident in the vehicle as well. Just like with the other airport, here we first need to go to the start line and then do an entire lap around it. In hindsight, I probably should have used that as the start and finish line and did a lap around the map either way, but well, you live, you learn. And if I'd done that, I wouldn't be able to do this cool start here, so it's all good. And a lap around this airport means we're gonna go straight, at the end of the runway make a left U-turn, and then come back on the opposite side and cross the same finish line that we started with. It's time to select our final destination, and the timer of course for this is gonna be paused. And I don't know guys, we have about 3.5 minutes to go to that airport, make a lap around it, and we need to do all that in the pouring rain. I mean, even if it stops raining, the streets are still gonna be wet, so it doesn't really matter. I am however very happy that this is an all-wheel drive vehicle, because otherwise I don't think I'll be able to even get to this point. I just gotta say, the car performs fantastically under these conditions. I always really appreciated the detail Rockstar puts in their games. For example, when you go in a tunnel, the GPS signal gets lost for a second. And it's not raining anymore, but as I said earlier, that doesn't really matter because the streets are still gonna be wet. And we're at the final stretch, guys. And here I was debating on whether I should follow the road as the GPS suggested or just plow straight through and hope to get to our custom marker. But at the end, caution won that battle, so I stayed on the road. And here it is, guys. I can literally see the airport at this point. We just have a couple of more turns, apparently a couple of more crashes as well. We have one more corner and we are at the airport. And the beginning of the runway right ahead of us is gonna be used for the finish line. And when making preparations to make this video, I was expecting it to be close, but definitely not this close. And if you haven't seen the end of the video yet, reply to my comment in the comment section down below, letting us know if you think the challenge was completed or we failed it. And here we are, guys, literally the last straight. It's all been leading up to this. And if this car had a booster, now would be the perfect time to use it. And 10 minutes. That's all it took, guys. 3 more seconds. That's all we needed. 3 more seconds in order to complete this challenge. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section down below. Do you think the rain was the issue? Or was it my driving? In which case, don't even bother commenting, I'm just gonna delete your comments. And with that bitter disappointment, I think it's time to end the video. If you wanna try this challenge for yourself, let me know what your time was in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like, it really does help out the channel. If you're not a subscriber yet, hopefully this video convinced you to become a subscriber to the Bullshit Party. And with all that, I'll catch you in the next one. Perfect.